It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival, he has this team executing one of the most beautiful offenses in the league.
It reminds me a little bit of the triangle. What I mean by that, there's constant motions and cuts in this offensive system. You know, it's much more than just a Splash Brothers shooting up threes. These guys are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, you know, Steve, he did a great job of blending all the coaching styles that he's learned over the past years. He's played for some great coaches, and, you know, he's been fortunate enough to take a little bit from each of them and implement it, and it worked.
It turned into a championship in 2015 for Golden State. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Pistons in Detroit. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the star that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Barbosa is out there with Curry, and it's Iguodala in at the 3. And that one's good.
You know, once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
No doubt, he is a threat from anywhere.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Iguodala kicks to Green. Pass to Barbosa. Ring shot on the way, and he hits the jump shot. Barbosa's got his first basket of the night. The 76ers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. To the middle, here's Sampson, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
Well, I sure hope not.
Now, here's Green. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. At the elbow, it's Iguodala. And stolen by Noel. Roten kicks to Okafor. It's stolen by Bogut. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Here's Barbosa. Green against Okafor. Iguodala right side. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Clock at 4. On its way from Curry for 2. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Now here's Noel. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now, here's Roten. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Okafor. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's Roten. 9 points last game. Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
And, talking about Roten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level, but with greater efficiency. Too often, his highlight reel passes led to turnovers. He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the job.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Iguodala outside. Here's Barbosa. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Roten, guarded by Curry. Roten with it. Here's Noel. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Curry dishes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got his 2nd basket of the game. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of 4th quarters.
And so here is Golden State. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They grab their own miss, kicks it out to Iguodala. And Curry has it in the corner. From downtown, that's good. Curry's got 9 points.
And from 3-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter. And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And the call will go against Hollis Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Furkan Aldemir comes in for Noel. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Jakar Simpson. And it's Jackson in for Thompson. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in. The leader. And it's Good assisting on the play with Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Space. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Livingston, that's good. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Now here's Roten. 6 points for him. Here's Grant. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
It's Jackson with the drive. It's deflected, and the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot, instead a shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
No good on the free throw. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Tries from the block, and it falls over the rim and in. 8 points for Roten. Warriors leading by 4. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Spates kicks to Curry. And Embiid with the block. The dish to Roten. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. They've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Furkan Aldemir. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. Puts it up from 12. Roten, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
The 76ers trail by 6. Here's the teardrop. Can't capitalize inside.
the bucket, just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Livingston is out there with Barbosa, and it's Iguodala in at the small forward.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch. He did it perfectly.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Warriors leading by 7. Livingston kicks to Bogut. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Now here's Okafor. He had 13 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. That's an easy, we call those bunnies. That's what they need.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
There's a screen by Noel. Jackson passes to Noel. Wallace kicks to Jackson. There's a screen by Noel. Jackson dishes to Okafor. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. Jahlil Okafor on top, second Joel Embiid.
They're on a rebounding roll, these two. I mean, their work on the glass of late has them in very select company.
I tell you what, you're talking about 2 young bucks who have a lot to prove, and they're starting on the boards.
Outside Jackson. And it's blocked. Pass to Iguodala. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Wallace.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates. And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Thompson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 12. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Timeout called the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Jackson, no good. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Golden State's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's the three, and another three for Golden State.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Sampson. 9-point game his last outing. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. The feed to Green. Jumps up. Ushers it down to finish the break.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Jackson against Curry. Jackson passes to Okafor. They need this. That is good. Jackson's got 6 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Barbosa kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. Another three for Golden State.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Green with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And Curry throws it down.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Jackson following the score by Golden State. Sampson kicks to Okafor. 5 on the clock. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. But they recover it. The 76ers again can't hit it. In the corner, Iguodala with it for three. Another three for Golden State.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Grant comes in for Jakar Sampson, and it's Tony Wroten in for Jackson. Now here's Thompson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Knocks down the step-back J. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
The Warriors shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And he gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Wroten.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Roten putting up the numbers. He has 9 points and 2 blocks.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assist.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Babs checked in, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Azili dishes to Spates. He feeds it to Bab. He kicks it to Livingston. Fires the three. The rebound by Roten. The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And the dunk by Grant.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Kicks it to Livingston. Up top, Spates. 8 points his last outing. Tries it from 19. The shot by Looney, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Embiid. And the rejection by Azili. Here's Looney. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
And Bab gets it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here is Roten. He's got 10, and he uses the glass on the layup. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Bab, the pass to Spates. And Thompson kicks to Roten. Back to Thompson. All sorts of time, and he drops that one in. Thompson's got 8.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
The 76ers making the switch here. Noel's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Brandon Rush is checked in for Azili. Here's Rush, just 5 to shoot. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Roten kicks to Embiid. Power down with both hands.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Warriors shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Wallace is checked in. The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now, here's Roten. 12 points for him. Inside. 4-on-3 break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rush gets the bucket.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the technical free throw is good.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
The pass to Thompson. He tries for three. The shot is off. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
You don't have to dig very deep to see why they're getting crushed. Just look at the rebounding stats. They've been weak juice on the glass, and it's going to cost them. Weak juice and barbecue chicken. What a diet. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room right now, and they deserve it, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.